Hi, welcome back. Today we're going to read The Last Christmas Tree. I love this story. It's so heartwarming. It makes your heart feel good when you hear it. I think you're really going to enjoy it. It's written by Stephen Krensky and illustrated by Pascal Campion. It's about this last Christmas tree. At your house, do you have a real Christmas tree or do you have a fake Christmas tree? I always put up a real one. It smells so good, and I love to go and pick it out from the farm. Let's check out what happens to this Christmas tree. The last Christmas tree. You can see here on the title page that the trucks are coming up the road with all kinds of Christmas trees in the beds of the trucks. Almost exactly a month before Christmas, the trees arrived for the holiday. On the day before, the lot had been empty. Now it was full to bursting. The difference was almost like magic. There were balsam firs, spruces, and pines, all lined up neatly at a slight tilt. Just tilt it over so that they don't fall over. In the middle of one row, wedged between two bushier companions, one particular tree trembled with excitement. It was not very tall, and in truth, a bit hunched over, not to mention the branches that were missing here and there. Still, no tree was filled with the spirit of the season. Surely everyone would see that at once. The little tree could hardly wait to get picked. What a moment that would be! It imagined itself covered with lights and ornaments, with presents tucked in snugly underneath. The other trees didn't seem to care about who picked them out or how long it took. But the little tree kept its hopes high. It wanted someone special, someone who was as excited about Christmas as it was. See all these families choosing their trees and taking them away? And there's the little Christmas tree, still waiting. As the days passed, the trees were sold one by one. A few people made up their minds in an instant. They knew what they wanted, and that was that. Others went back and forth for what seemed like hours, and sometimes it was. I'm more like that. It takes me a long time to choose the perfect tree. One family pulled out the little tree for a closer look, but they were laughing meanly and shaking their heads the whole time. The little tree was secretly glad when they left it behind. As time went on, the remaining trees were spread out, the better to show themselves off. No longer hemmed in, the little tree tried to stand up straight and puff itself out as much as possible, but nobody seemed to notice. The lot got emptier and emptier. The few unsold trees found their prices marked down again and again and again. On Christmas Eve, the little tree looked to the left and looked to the right. It was all alone. A sign was hung on it in big letters. It wasn't an ornament, not really, but the tree chose to think otherwise. He pretended it was an ornament. It said free. The night was cold and clear, and the little tree got rather sleepy. Just before dawn, it thought it heard a jingling sound, but it was hard to be sure. Jingle, 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 jingle. Who do you think could be jingling? Do you see what I see? The next thing the tree knew, it was gently picked up and placed in an empty sack. This wasn't what the tree had expected at all. Whose sack is that? Then the earth fell away. Far below, the other trees were covered in all of their finery. The little tree had no idea where it was going or how long the journey would take. Do you know where he's going? I have a guess. Do you? Good predicting. But when it arrived at last, the little Christmas tree was finally home. Look at the stockings. D, D, P, V, C, C, D, B. I bet I know who those are for. Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, and Blitzen. Hey, where's Rudolph's stocking? The end. We finally found a home. Does your heart feel happy? Mine always does when I read that story. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time.